Hello, welcome back to Age of Wonders 4. Our little monkeys are starting getting real smoky now as we've unlocked a bunch of the shade technology and are moving up into tier 3 and on the edge of tier 4. We've managed to solve most of our immediate problems. The Umbral tyrants that were down south have been wiped out. The spiders to the north are wiped out. Peacefold is at peace. There is one faction underneath these caves that is at war with us. These guys, this guy right here, Trothcourt, coming straight for us. We got to deal with him, but he is about to get vassalized by our man Zorn. Today, I think today's focus is all about wiping out Megaria and moving on her capital. I am going to have to fold somebody back to deal with them. They're 1,000 points. We have a new army on the rise, but we just ain't ready for them. We ended on an intern. Let's start on an intern. And I wouldn't mind picking up maybe a few wonders. You know what? I'm going to send one army back to deal with them. I'm going to send one army down through this cave to unlock Silver Wonder 1, and then up to Haunted Halls for Silver Wonder 2, and then to deal with Megara. Megaria? I don't think I'm going to get her name right anytime soon. Turn 60, I feel like we're at least on good speed. If I make you a ritual pyre, you're 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could swap that to a forester as well, and it would actually probably be a benefit. All right, you're going there. You're going there. You're on an adventure. We've got another hero able to join us. Our Amulet of Haunting Ghosts is ready. So now anytime our Lord is attacked, there's a 30% chance they get stunned. And I guess let's give him the Eye of the Berserker. Because frankly, why not? Vanera wants a wizard's bond with me, but the problem is that she's at war with basically everybody, so I don't really like the sound of that. Siegelgrad has been vassalized by World Shaper, who I am noticing actually has a pretty strong position on this continent right now. And I keep forgetting that we can recruit Living Fog. I'm going to do that. I'm going to absolutely recruit Living Fog. We need to take advantage of the fact that we have so many Rally of Kings. They make up good units for us. Temple of the Goadeer adds knowledge per research post. I mostly want it for the Imperium. Haunted Hall is bonuses for heroes in the crypt. Should be straightforward. I'd like this guy to leave so I can rebuild my Forester Ruin. And I don't know if these Marauder Guards might come in as well. It's hard to say. Chains of Magic Aftermath. Your investigation into the cause of Sundrin's prolonged absence has been completed. Your scholars and townsmen who joined you present their findings. It's worse than I expected. She's not only bound to the astral void, but the energies that bind her all converge in our capital of Lighthaven. The nature of the magics involved in the sudden rise of Sealess the Helper's power strongly implies he is using a cage of binding to siphon Godir energy. Oh, I think this is what like the Eldritch Realms story realm was about. Your scholar nods. We found evidence that the Regent has captured Sundrin to enhance his power. We now have a grievance against him and a bunch of Imperium. You have learned that she's being used as a source of power to the Regent. Using this controversial, some would say sort of forbidden method to steal power from a Godir could be a cause for war, yet a direct assault would be risky, the scholar warns you. Sealas is no fool. He will have tethered the cage to himself. We must first break that lifeline before we can free the torchbearer. Before you can break free of the cage, we need to collect the necessary component and remove any traps. We could decline the quest for a whole bunch of Imperium and knowledge. I already have a Tranquil Pool and Astral Dew. Do I need to obtain more? Well, that one's really easy. Wow. So I accepted this quest and it spawned a Tranquil Pool and Astral Dew in the same province directly next to my capital. That's a really good trade. I have a question. Damn, man. I locked in Shade so I could get it, and now it's gone again. Non-owned city that shares a border with this city. A shuffle. I'm going to lock that, and I'm going to take Shade, which will instantly complete, apparently. Then I can take Secret Arrows. And now we can make Skirmishing Shades. I love it. Absolutely worth. So, yeah, I'm going to have you guys come down here. You approach the Temple of the Godir, fading unreadable words emblazoned across the first footstone. A shrine of smiting appears. Are you Lord Oni, its new patron? Prove you are worthy through this trial. I could save a bunch of money and not get condemned. I'm going to do that. What's the rush, after all? And we have access to a new hero. Mala Pledgeling. I can animate heroes now as well because we finally have souls. She's a level 5 defender. Level 7 to recruit, but for 750 gold. We're level 6. I really would like a mage. Is my biggest problem. I don't really want another defender. And I don't have enough souls to be bringing people back to the dead right now. But it's good to know that I can use souls for that. Because I don't have any other use for souls. At least not at the moment. You might as well keep building wizards' towers. And ain't got no money. Everybody likes me, though, for some reason. Titania is starting to like me less. Probably because I have Shadow. You know why? It's because these guys all start so strong. Excuse me. They all start so strong, so I'm not getting the threatened modifier against them, which normally gives minus 400. Which makes a pretty big difference. This might be a bit of a messy fight. Oh, never mind. Our homies did it for me. So apparently if I auto these now, they will retreat. Cool. Good patch. This is a fine and mighty patch. Capo the Victorious says, I've always thought of myself as a prospector. But they could be an imperialist. Nah. Or a sturt. That would probably be pretty easy. Positive stability for 5 turns. Versus clear out a resource node. Being a steward is an admirable ambition. So I suppose I'll take this living fog here. 1,300 and 1,300. Okay, so I'm going to need more troops up here anyway. As we start putting together another army. This town absolutely needs to start getting blacksmiths. It's where all my recruiting is being done. So I'm just going to, even though they're not boosted. I tell you what, you're going to have to wait for more troops, so I might as well just beat up armies down here to level up. You, again, don't have the money for this because I had to spend it all on new buildings. So I think we'll just take that fight. I really don't need more mana, but all these other buildings are like 7 turns. I don't have any quarries here. That's not a surprise. Okay. Let's build a mint. We've unlocked regenerate in hostile domain. I can actually pick that up next turn. You want a trade proposal, but you don't really have any nice friends. So I think we're just going to fight this. Curious. I'll take it. I'll take it. No, I'll never complain about an auto win. You withstood the trials of the temple. Yada, yada, yada. What do you want? A shadow boon. Pick up 127 souls. And a bunch of stability. Many turns of Imperium. Almost 4 turns of Imperium. Cash, money, and evil. Goodness. Let's take the Imperium. Now, do we go for that Arcane Siphon? Yeah, you know what? It'll take us 2 turns to heal. We might as well go that way. match up everybody. Quickly do this. And then perhaps we about face the other way. I don't have enough money to fix that Forester rune. And we're no longer crafting anything right now, so we have a lot of stuff we can get rid of. Disenchant, disenchant, disenchant. The padded greaves have to be put on someone. And this is enough to make a bow. What looks the creepiest for the bow? Honestly, I kind of think I'm going to take the umbral bow. We'll put the +1 range. And I'm going to take frozen. Because this is ultimately an AoE bow. So freezing a bunch of people is really fun. And we'll call it Ghost Bow. Because I'm out of original names. Spirit Bow, perhaps? There's options. And I guess it makes sense to break someone out of here. The question is, do I want a Zephyr Archer or do I want a Shade? I feel like either would be fine. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I just lost a vassal. Why would he attack if he knew he was going to lose? Twelve. What are these guys? 6, 6, 2. I could give him a Sun Priest and say 2 Corrupt Souls or 2 Bone Horrors. Though probably Undead is not a good choice against this guy. I could give him a Sun Priest, a Peacebringer, and an Inquisitor or an Awakener. I mean, if that's the case, why not just give him all the Hallowed Court units? I don't think that's going to make me a difference. So I'd rather spend the money on things that I care about. Shadow buff and healing spells grant 3 stacks of evasion. Chaos buff and healing spells grants 3 strengthened. I'm probably going to want the Shadow Bowstring Matrix. Rending Shadows is a debuff. Great Transformation is no spells. Tome of Calamity counts as both. There's an attack spell, but that's it. Tome of the Reaper has a resurrect. Has an attack spell. Tome of Eternal Lord. Attack spell. All right, so I definitely don't want buffs from Shadow. There's no point in taking that. There's also like nothing under the Tome of Devastation either, though. Do I have any buff spells that I cast? Counter stance. Chaos. Chaos and order. You know, it's probably just not worth building that at all. That would give counter stance triple strengthened, which is sort of nice. I guess I'm not allowed to build an order bolstering matrix because I technically have not taken an order book. Let's build a Paragon quarters here. That'll be a nice addition. And I guess we'll move there for right now. Your troops approach a band of mercenary guards that raise the white flag. We're going to attack them because it's part of our devotion. Shielding Crown of Accuracy. I think let's just disenchant that. And then I'm going to move these guys back up, these guys back up. We have a good army here to take out these special provinces. Geez, and I almost have enough to... I do have enough to animate a character back to life. Which do be something to consider. I feel like we might as well hit them with that. They're healing in hostile domain though, because they have that buff. Thunderdale greets us. Here in the top right corner of the map. I don't think we got to worry about that. So we got to beat up the Karag. A cool thing that I just recently noticed regarding that unit is that in the encyclopedia, if you go to wildlife, I don't know if this was always the case, but there's a section now called Giants and Demi-Giants. And with the upcoming Giant King expansion, obviously I'm paying a bit more attention to things like this. So it's not just the Giants, but it's the Trolls and the Karag are all in this location. And I wonder whether or not we're going to see some interesting stuff with that with the new Giants in the future. Do I want soul income? I don't really think I care about it. I do want Whiteborn. And I do want Seeker arrows. That +1 range. So delicious. Move him up to the new army. These guys can annex another province. They continue to have absolutely abysmal collections of things. If I built a farm right now, it would boost this mint. So I guess let's do that. We received a message. This guy's saying we're a G. He doesn't know we're plotting against him. $450. Industrious Governor Prospector. I really don't want any more Industrious Governors. I guess it doesn't really matter too much. We've got you. You're a recruiting governor. You're an Industrious Governor. Tier 2. Each quarry gets production and city stability. This guy just gives food for farms. But that would be way more valuable for me right now. This place has farms. It has no quarries. Or it has one quarry, maybe. These armies keep invading my territory, and I don't appreciate it. So I'm going to take Aya out and give her her own army. And then we're going to stop these guys. So tasty. So good. We'll move up, take the turn to heal. We get the population that we grab that next turn as well. Good, good, good. We've got level ups on Elduk, our big tank boy. Once per turn, whenever he takes non-physical damage, he gets boosted. 120% chance to stun with his shield. When entering defensive mode, this unit and all adjacent allies dispel one negative status effect. That's very cool. And my ruler himself is leveled up, but we're going to get him Exhume Undead. So now he can start summoning at the beginning of fights. And I am suddenly sitting on 700 Imperium. These guys have retreated. Which really leads me to believe I should have given them a bunch of units. You've one mage. Though it's a melee mage, so... And you're up against two heroes at 400 points. She's still got, like, no new items. Oh, and she does have a shade. Oh, cool. I didn't realize this, but shades have stealth. Universal camouflage. That's really cheeky. All right, you're good to annex another province, so you better believe we're going to annex this bad boy right here. That got us a Cosmoflux Elixir as well. So we're getting +5 knowledge and mana per provincial improvement in provinces with mana resource nodes. Which I guess is affected where? I don't know where it actually shows that number. You want open borders? I actually didn't know that I had my borders closed to you, but I think I'm going to keep them that way. It's an alliance. Another invasion. Matthew, how you doing? Enjoying the new set? I went monkey with pure order build because I'm a good guy. We'll do the evil Oni next. I just wanted to wait until I unlocked Vigilante Knights before I went good, because it looks like it'll be an interesting playthrough. That was my entire reasoning. That's the only reason I went evil first. All right, let's kill these guys. Question mark. Yeah, I'll take it. A nightmare mount. Yeah, I would also take that. You've collected the necessary ingredients to break the cage of binding that holds the first torchbearer Sundren of House Iniok in Lighthaven. But before you can plan your next steps, you are approached by none other than the Regent himself. It's come to my attention that you take the advice from a known fugitive of our empire, a delusional fraud who has you chasing a slanderous fantasy to distract you from the schemes he plans within your empire. There is no cage in Lighthaven, but your care for my people is commendable. Cease this fruitless endeavor and we can share our prosperity. I will pretend to believe you. The investigation ends. Current effects will remain. My silence can be bought for a price of gold and power. I do love gold and power. Hmm. 496 mana is a lot unless you don't need it. Yeah, I really don't need it is the problem. I don't know that I need to be at war with this guy is the thing. But what my brain is doing is that if I kill this guy and free Sundren, Sundren will become a permanent ally for the rest of the game. I feel like that's the case. And I didn't hate Sundren, and this guy is a deceptive spy, which means he's going to be very hard to keep positive relationships with. Why is his name Harambe? Oh no, our name is Harambe. We are Cesar Harambe. I'm going to turn against them. As Silas' the helper face falls, you sever the connection with him and turn to the townsman. I'm relieved you did not fall for his words. Few can resist the allure of power, but I digress. Your scholars and I have prepared a ritual of disruption that will weaken the link between them. All you need to do is capture their capital. Well, this should be fun. You are now at war with the entire world. Good luck. Who am I not at war with is the question. These guys, and wherever these guys' capital is, which I don't know. I did just become a paragon of devotion because I entered a bajillion wars. Ooh. Warbounds also now get Infernal Blaze. They gain 3 Infernal Mites. And adjacent enemies sustain damage. Oh man, I'm so nervous. But why? Why would I go to war? I mean, why not is the answer. I do have to go to war. Eventually. I'll be honest, I didn't realize I would drag everyone in. I didn't think everyone had an alliance with them. But you know, sometimes these things, they just happen. I'm going to give this guy a nightmare mount. I think. Very fast cavalry. Very fast cavalry, intimidating aura with vicious killer. Yeah. That sounds appropriate, and it also looks really good. Good drip. Why would all the others join him rather than you? I don't have alliances with anybody. I haven't made a single alliance this entire game. Which I will say I have been kind of sitting back thinking, this is probably a mistake. Hey, I could take Peacefold now. And in fact, I think that's going to be my very first plan. I'm going to bring a shade up there. I'm going to move you over here. I'm going to move you here. You know what? Might as well keep everybody together. So you have a Zephyr and a Warbound. Let's boost that. Start building an armory. Once I get the armory, Vow Keepers and Seal Bearers are going to recruit as champions here. That army is going to need a Vow Keeper. It's also going to need for sure more Warbounds, and it's also probably going to benefit from something like a Corrupt Soul. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, you know. Treaties have been broken. These guys broke their alliance. Paragon. Here goes nothing. Let's see how messed up the world becomes because of this. I was sad when I tried to create a cute monkey hero and the women all look terrifying. Oh, there's got to be some cute monkeys you can make. I tried to make the most horrific monkey I possibly could. I wanted to make a monkey who looked like the flesh was hanging off of his face. And that if he bit you, you would turn into a zombie. Even Titania's at war with me. It breaks my heart. She's my bae. She's my fae bae. This city is gonna need some walls. I've been smoted. Burden of guilt. Damn, she took my city. Damn, she took my city. Our investigations into the prolonged absence of the first torchbearer have led to a concerning conclusion. It was none other than me who put her in a cage of binding. Uh-oh. After all, who else but a goat ear could possess the power to create a cage such as this? Was it not Caesar himself who recently investigated this forbidden magic? Rulers beware! Caesar has captured our beloved torchbearer in a cage of binding. I suppose you want to make peace, do you? You do want to make peace. I guess I lose victory if that happens. I can't fight her right now. I'm actually going to do this. Yes! I also keep my vassal city this way. Hell yeah. My new bow is ready here, so we're going from 12 to 2 damage to 9, 9, and 2. That's a pretty significant jump. We also get +1 range. We also do frozen. We may now let it go. This bow looks crazy. I would like to make a new sword for Harambe. What will it do? Lifesteal? And Retaliator? 50% damage on a retaliation charge sword is quite a bit of damage. What are everybody? Your order, your order, your order, your order, your order, and your materium. So probably not a lot of magic origin. I feel like Retaliator might not be the right choice. But I'm not sure I like any of the other options. Critical hit is okay. I could put infecting on it. So that every time he kills something, it comes back as a zombie. That does sort of feel appropriate for some sort of weird demon monkey. Blade of Beyond the Veil. We'll try it. We'll see how it works. Never go to war with a schemer. They'll make everyone go to war with you. I mean, absolutely is what. That is the punishment I am taking right now. Oh, jeez, this guy's army. All right, we've created our Paragon quarters here. I am inclined to put walls up. You don't have a tier 3 town yet. Rockguard is ready to keep annexing. There is a gold vein down here, and gold veins do give me mana as well. So let's take that. I have a lot of Imperium. Let's take Regenerate and Hostile Domain. What else might we want here? Raising cities grants population, pillaging, heals. Extra vision never goes astray. I'm going to take a breastplate of the champion as well. Because, you know, 20% extra damage, 20% critical hit chance. Who's to knock it? I have some padded greaves for you. And then that's it. I could put you on a mount, but I'd have to get rid of your armor greaves. And I think that the armor greaves are the better choice for you at the moment. Burden of Guilt. 20 spirit damage and lose half of your movement points. Okay, so you have a Vow Keeper coming up. You have double archers. I guess Warbound. I just need to pump out Warbound. They declared a friendship with me. Oh, we have such a fight to do. He's got some pretty big armies over here. That guy sets to defend Zoo. I think that's still probably a good idea. I'm not at war with her anymore, so I'm not going to worry about that. So my immediate thought is crush Peacefold really fast. And then try to get to Sunhold. I got to get to Lighthaven. Oh my god, I got to get through Sunhold first. That's going to be a tough cookie to crack. Megara should keep Zorn busy. These two should fight each other. So I shouldn't really have a lot of problems on my back lines outside of these vassals. They're going to hide in their city, though. Big issue here is I don't really have much in the way of siege projects. But then again, I don't really think I need them. We got people ready to boogie there. Spooky Ghost coming on up. We got a Vow Keeper coming on up. We got one more Warbound coming on up. That's actually 3 full armies. These guys really need a Steel Bastion. I'm going to give them Archer battlements in the meantime. We've unlocked something here. I think Forced March bonuses. What I'm going to need to do is actually save up for Expanded Governance, which I already have. So let's do it. Alliance. Alliance. War. A bounty to capture Peacefold. I'll accept this. City can be absorbed, migrated, or razed. Am I suddenly best friends with Megara? I feel like I might be. So I guess I will take over Peacefold. I don't know if it's the right spot, the right move, the right play, but it does touch my capital. It does sort of connect all my territory. And it gives me access to the sea. Not that that necessarily does a lot, but oh, that's so many troops. What's this guy rocking? 900 point armies? 600, 500s? They're a mixed bag. You are going to attack Teacher Guard. I don't know. We got a lot of troops here. including a prosperity dragon. I wouldn't mind taking that outpost for myself. They're going to march out and attack us here. Let's see what the auto gives. I imagine we got to fight this. Yeah, I don't want to lose my living fog. My one mythic. Probably not the greatest idea. So what are we up against? We're up against a whole lot of warbounds. I have no idea if they have this, but I don't think they do. 1, 2, 3, 4 of these guys. Oh, God. So they can charge straight through my front lines. And 1 bow archer. So someone was saying earlier, after we talked about this a million times, that all I had to do was hold right click. But we have not been able to get this to work at all. Hold right click, move mouse away from unit. When you release the button, unit should turn towards cursor. You have to right click off of the unit. Oh my God. This is so good. This is so good. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. Move here. Look out. You're looking the right way. Move here. Look out. Oh, I'm so pleased. I want you to exhume undead, but they are not close enough yet for me to warrant doing that. Let's actually move this guy up. No, I guess not. Let's move you up. Look out. Oh, God. This is such a game changer. I'm not sure yet how I'm going to handle the fact that they have so many charge-based units. I do have the high ground locations up here, which are nice. Ah, goddamn. Foolish. I'm actually going to bring my tank over here because there's more charge guys that way. I've noticed I'm starting to get some slowdown in this patch in a weird way that I can't quite yet explain. Things feel a little bit leggier. Just the tiniest bit. My computer's running hot, hot, hot right now. God damn. It is probably back to using uncapped FPS, which it absolutely does not need, and causes a lot of problems every time I leave that on. If I was to take a guess, I would say that's what's happening. You can reach. You can 1, 2, 3, 4. So I could move forward and bulldoze with these guys. I could charge with you, but I can also just exhume undead. Not the greatest location for that. Two squares. I mean, I'm going to hit you here, and I'm going to Whale Banshee for sure. Mostly just for those weekends. So I want to know if I put you here and I bulldoze. I actually cannot. How many squares forward do you go? Move hex 4 hexes forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they could do it there. 1, 2, 3, 4. They could also do it there. Unless I was to move my Zephyr Archers somewhere that would stop them. The Zephyr Archers are apparently already on fire. But thankfully I have a quick fix for that. Not quite sure how I managed to flub that one, but... You've got a decent scatter shot. I'll let you take that. That puts him on my back line if I let him stay there. They're all probably just going to turn around and wail on this Banshee is the issue. So I actually think I would be better off moving forward and probably hitting a Whirlwind Strike. One, two, three, four. I could charge through him. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do it this way. And you still get to attack after that. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to light you on fire. Move through them. And hit him with the big flaming charge strike. These guys should also have the Infernal Blaze ability. Why don't they? Great question. This guy also has meteor strikes? Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's so much damage. Holy smokes. That's crazy. I'm thinking about hitting these guys with a dust storm so the entire crowd becomes blind. Nobody's actually on fire yet, so level of devotion's too low. No, we're actually like way past what we need for that ability to trigger, which is what surprises me about it. I don't suppose you could hit him from there, could you? Oh man, you absolutely could. Take that Zephyr shot for big damage. I can charge in without Warbound. It just depends on who I want to hit. And whether or not I want my own Warbound to be sacrificial. Which I think, honestly, at this point, why the hell not? $44 or $30. I guess we'll hit him. Go insane. No dice. I see. Provoke takes your turn. Taunt does not. That's the big difference between these two abilities right now. Meaning we could taunt this guy. And he can resist it. And then that's our turn. Nobody else can really hit anybody from here. I'm a little hesitant to bring the Seal Bearer up because I'm worried they might just get torched, but... we'll give them a little dance around. All right, so Dust Storm, good. Combat Stance, good. Devout Radiance is 20 spirit damage. That is a substantial amount of spirit damage. It doesn't quite kill these guys, but it does wound them a lot more. It also does a lot of damage over there and does kill a mage. Rending Shadows is 16 physical, blind and sundered defense. You know what? Let's do this. Let's kill that one guy. There's a couple other undead mages in there as well, so... you're gonna teleport. You're gonna push back. Freeze. Flank. Nice. Lots of hits coming in on that Banshee, which is great. Decaying. If I bring up my support unit, I can get rid of all of those debuffs, but I don't think he's going to live. So that's it. He did cast Devout Radiance on a single character, though, which is pretty good in terms of trades. Yeah, he does not like my tier 3 units. The new changes make the game so much more mobile. It is wild. Units move around way more than they used to. Personally, I love it. I'm hitting them with a Dust Storm for the Mass Blind. Damn, Shades do crazy damage. That's nuts. Mist's grazed. Boom. 63 damage. 0 mischance. Harambe, we can move you up. You know what? Why don't we get that Shade another turn? Seeing as it loves executing people. I ain't sure where that execute's going to go, but it's going to be what I try for. Can't quite hit anybody with you, so we'll just tap a little in there. I'm going to drop that shield wall so that he gets the advantage from that. If I go here, we are in high foliage, but what changes made it so that they move around more? I think it's just that there's more movement-based abilities, and I suspect all the hero rework. It does feel like the AI got this change now where they opt to move and spread out and not bunch up quite the same way. And it behooves you to do much of the same. These are terrible shots. I don't know. This guy is blind. I could make him unblind. Lost my sniper focus. You can't do much. So I could kill the hero here. I could also hit that mage and kill that guy with a splash. I could probably move here and whirlwind, but there's no way it's going to do as much damage as my charge does. I think let's go for the hero kill. We're seeing a lot of routes. There's a lot of routing happening right now. The problem is that these warbounds threaten me the most. Let's do this. That way I pin down this mage as well. I'm sorry, you make zombies when you kill things? What do I have that did that? You've got the ability to exhume undead. What do I have that causes a zombie to get killed, to come out? I mean, I'm happy to see it. I literally... The Banshee? I don't have a clue. I am completely clueless. You're gonna go for him. Mass route. One of the debuffs lets you do it. It's a soulbound. I literally have not taken that on any of my characters. You have Undead Slayer, Distracted Meteor Strikes, Guided Charge, Taunted Sweeping Charge. No, I have no idea what triggered that for us. You're going to come in here, splash damage as many of them as you can. And then we're going to try to just clean up the rest of these. Let's see, if you charge him, I feel like you can kill him. And that shade can probably throw a dagger at him. 5%. Somehow landed it. Don't ask me how. You've got your kill over here. You've got your kill there. I'd rather the Warbound than the Living Fog. Warbound much more replaceable. I'm trying to build things when it's not my turn. Classic. I think you go in that army. Yup. One of the 2 skills in Initiative Shadow. None of my characters have this. I have Master of Shadow. Ah, okay. This is it. This is it. This is it. You're right. You're right. Adjacent enemies suffer soulbound and 2 remorse. When this unit dies, there's a 30% chance of becoming a decaying zombie. So that guy was hit when I summoned the Banshee. Wow, they made soulbound a lot better if it has a chance of doing that every turn. You guys made walls. Let's build. Let's build. I guess an Arcane Institute. We've collected Uzin Pledgeling's remains, who is a level 8 archer. With some pretty good gear. I still want a wizard. Wow. Teacher card is not only under siege, but they lost, I think it was 4, maybe 5 full stacks. I'm getting the impression that vassals have become completely useless at defending themselves. Zorn is attacking me. It looks like he beat up Megira's army. It's okay. We could take Peaceful and then fold back. I'll probably end up losing Teacher Guard. Which is a shame. I did like them. How do I like the new hero changes? I like them a lot. They're very cool. I got pretty much no complaints about them. They're adding in some really interesting stuff. These guys, Phoenix, Awakeners, Sun Priests, Daylight Spears. Blight damage. All right. Feels like I could handle that. We get rid of these guys and then we keep moving around. This war, it's so funny that I went from everyone in the world being totally okay with me. The first time I've ever had positive relations with everybody, but I didn't bother to get any alliances, to being at war with basically all of them. On the bright side, they'd make really good vassals. One turn! I didn't think you could do a one-turn siege. That's rough. Okay. I don't love it. More alliances. The thing is, I'm pretty sure if I could just take Lighthaven, all the other people would drop out of this war. I don't have enough to absorb Peaceful. It is the city I'd want to absorb. If I wait a turn, I do. So I reckon I could just be the most moderately patient. We do need to heal some more. Okie dokie. Nothing. Nothing I can do. This city also does not have much in the way of walls. But I do got the Smith Guild coming up. All right, we'll keep it in with Blizzards. That's all we can do. Hydro check, thank you. So we'll lose Mentor Spawn, but we can get it back. We're going to lose Teacher Guard. Most of this is just dead land. Nobody really moved into any of this territory, which feels rare. But I guess a lot of it had to do with the fact that we have these super factions on the map. Rip. I'm going to try disabling that driver workaround to see if it fixes that problem. Because those weird graphic glitches are quite weird. Oh, well. Please restart the game. All right, we'll absorb Peaceful. 4 turns. In the meantime, we do got our next tome. I believe we're taking Tome of Devastation. It's felt like the right choice. Originally, I thought about taking Tome of the Cold Dark because I assumed if we were doing Ghostfire, then Cold would also be good. But the truth is that most of these don't really give you anything. This one just gives you frost resistance and immunity to frozen. This changes the map. This changes the map. This summons snow spirits, and this gives you universal camouflage. I don't really need. We don't have snow or ice provinces, so I don't need the Frostspire. This gives us the ability to cancel defensive modes. Devastator Spheres, which will be good for sieges. Flame Burst, which is just good for us. 20% critical hit chance as well. War Breeds. I don't know that we necessarily need War Breeds, but, you know, why not? It also gives us...
Above all, the fray.
5
Those
chaos.
who live and breathe war will always grapple for victory. Even after their blades have broken, their bones have shattered.
This is correct. This is correct.
Have been turned to pulp.
We're gonna get 6 chaos when we take the Tome of Calamity.
War machines and impart your army with a hunger for victory. Then you will be unstoppable.
I'm gonna take Flame Burst first. My city! Somehow I had 300 souls, so we're gonna cast Whiteboard, and we're gonna turn ourselves undead. Problems improvements grant stability. Trothcourt is sent to War Party. Our monkey has gotten himself a new blade. We're gonna go from 32 and 6 to 23, 23 and 6. So 38 damage to 52 damage. Our sword is now also frozen. That's a little wild. Get rid of this bow. That resilient plate might actually still be good for someone like you. I'd allow it. Then you could take Fortune. That'll give you extra crit. That's a good idea. We'll take that. Always need War Breeds. I mean, it is hard to say no. Okay. I don't suppose this guy would just leave war, would he? $112. Oh, you're right. I did drop out of Paragon. I'm only in Devotee right now. If I piece this out, those two just fight amongst each other, and I can target the actual target, which is Lighthaven, but I'll lose Peacefold. Let's see if we can take Mentor's Pond back and then peace out afterwards. I think we can work this. Do any of you have items for me to take? Killing momentum on a ring? Yes, hello, I want that. Sorry, what does this do? Seer of Demolishing. True Sight, Siege Master, and Demolisher. That's actually pretty good, all on one item. What does this guy have? A Zeal, Inspiring Killer, Vicious Killer, Rod of Polymorph, and a Resistant Crown. My archer is killing momentum now. That's so tasty. True Sight, Siege Master, and Demolisher as well. Let's give you that. You have 3 status resistance. I guess we'll give you the Ring of Camouflage. Take corruption for the flowing monkeys. The tome of corruption. Turning into umbral demons would be pretty funny. And I may still consider doing that. Honestly, I might still consider doing that. I want to go undead first. But I don't hate that idea. What else is in that tome? What does it count as? Shadow affinity? Computer does not like me doing this in between turns. Oh no, it is a major race transformation. Nah. Undead works. I'm happy with undead. Alliance, Sequel grads into war party, a new rally has started. We can create a bounty. Exemplars. I wouldn't say no to more of these living fogs, even though they cost... Well, they cost mana, actually, for upkeep. These are pretty good for me to take. Oh, wow. I can almost win this with just one army. If I send you there and you here, I can then attack him. 4,000 versus 1,400. All burning ground becomes cleansing flame. I'll take it. Lose a unit, gain a unit. The perpetual trade. Now. Uh-oh. Look at these war shaman. They look crazy. Are they ogres? No, they are. They're like ogre monks. He's a great looking ruler. He looks fine to me. So I could piece out of that at this point. I could go for Red Hilts. Try to get another vassal or even just burn it down, but I don't really feel like I need to do that. Is there any chance I could take Overlord? Defeating their armies or sieging their throne will convince them otherwise. The war must also go on for more than 10 turns to become Overlord. It will give me minus 30 devotion. Peace would give me good and minus 20 for oath breaking. Still going to keep me in devotee. I think that this is a smart choice. Wait. I have to absorb this city first. Really jumping the gun here. Getting too excited about being beat up. You guys have made an academy. You know what? I'll take the rumor recall. Why not? And Blubstall, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. We got a couple more levels. Auduk, our tank. +2 resistance, +3 status, resistance. That gives you vigor. What does this give you? Weakening strike. 2 grace. When in defense mode, gain charge resistance. Always end your turn in charge. You can take the adaptive materium, the adaptive shadow. I could give this guy unholy leader. And I think that's what I'm gonna do. You're not undead, but everybody else is about to be. We captured this guy. So. More alliances form. More people attack. More people attack. Well, I guess we're not getting out of that fight so easily after all. They're coming really far from the north as well. Oh my God. Alana, how are you? Welcome. Welcome on in. Come on in. Playing a little Rim World. Well, surprise, surprise, surprise. I hope you're well. Hope you're having a good day. We're playing a little Age of Wonders. We're playing as a spooky looking undead, soon to be zombie monkey who is trying to really embrace that Japanese demon spirit. Folks, come on in. RNG, Blue, Daryl, Alana, Jess, lovely to see you. Asmiko, hello, 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 hello. Welcome on in, welcome on in. For those of you who might not know me, my name is AgentNumberOne. I am a strategy and indie streamer. I play a lot of big strategy games, tactical games. We're currently playing Age of Wonders 4, which, if you don't know, is a great 4X where you can make pretty much any faction you can think of in a fantasy world. You can be all sorts of different people, from monkeys to people to elves to dwarves to cats to dogs to goblins, whatever you want, really. And you can make them however you want. We're trying out the new DLC, which just dropped yesterday and is really good. Really, really nice. So good. B. Joe, hello. Welcome on in. And Lena, if you got to go eat some food, take care of yourself, I absolutely understand. Thank you for trusting your community over here. And welcome on in, folks. It's a pleasure to have you. Quasi-interactive RimWorld 1 with 2 colonies, 1 map. Ooh. I like that. That's got to be hard on the, as it gets more complicated, though. I feel like every time I play RimWorld and I want to have multiple colonies, it just locks up the game over time. It can't handle it. D20 interactivity is a bit chaotic, definitely a fun time. I've only a few times turned on the viewer reward Twitch integration with RimWorld, and it's truly, truly been chaos. No other way to explain it. Pure, unadulterated chaos. Same map tile, not separate maps. One colony got in a fight and split the map down the middle. Oh, that's really cool. And I guess you just have to use zones to ensure that everybody stays in the right area. I also like that idea because depending on where the enemies attack from, one colony just gets to sit back and be like, yep, that's not our problem. We're just gonna chill out while you dweebs over there on the other side of the river deal with it. That'll teach you. That'll teach them real good. Oh my God, my city finally expanded. Goodness. Goodness gracious. Do I just build more quarries at this point? I feel like I'm addicted to quarries. I wouldn't mind another forester. Especially if it got me a pasture for some extra food. Because then I can build an estate hall. Which is what I'm going to do. Clever, right? Interesting idea presented by a community member. Had to try it. Absolutely. RNG, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. Come on in. So we just won this big fight against these guys. And it does look like they managed to get Peaceful back. So we're going to have to do a little about face. See if we can bring our way back around. Yeah, Peaceful lost. I don't know where his strange Eldritch Abomination army is. But we better keep an eye out. There's a mana node we can grab here. I also want to push this way so that we can touch our city borders, because we get 10% income if we do that. But I guess I'd be a fool not to take a mana node. These guys have the haunted halls. It doesn't really matter which one of these I take. Let's take research. You want a wizard's bond? I might as well, seeing as everybody else in the world hates me. We're back to being a paragon. I have no clue what we did to get that. I am genuinely not certain. Was it losing that city before we took it over? Free City of Pinnacle and Stricklet. And Peaceful has sent another war party. I love that these guys took their city back and immediately got a 1,000-point army. That's a lot of troops. Mitch, how are you? Welcome on in. A wizard is never late. This is what I've been told. This is what the wizards keep telling me. I'm sitting around for hours waiting for them to show up, and they keep saying like, well, no, it's cool, man. We're not late. It's all good here. We got 2 heroes in that army. I got $200. I could spin up a 4th army and put Capu the Victorious in charge of it. Well, heck, we might as well start. Get the good guys out first. Our armies are starting to get better now that we're getting that Smith skilled up and running too. Having everybody produce at least rank 3 is a pretty good bonus. It's certainly making it that I don't feel bad when I lose a unit now, because I just think, well, we'll replace them with probably a better version at no cost. Oh, you know what I probably got Paragon for was losing Teacher Guard. Yep. Yep. Definitely. Definitely that's what happened. That's definitely the case. What does suck is I don't think I got my 200 influence back for losing that city. So I do kind of want to know, was there an upgrade we had for absorbing cities faster? There's the nature bonus, but we don't get that. Okay, we got flame burst weapons unlocked. Let's go for Devastator Spheres. And then the rest of the gang can just move in here ready to strike next turn. Our vassals are starting to attack up this way, so we should be safe in and around Mentor's Pond. I'll build some better walls there in the meantime to Steel Bastion. I'm still short on heroes. prospecting governor. Mines grant 5 gold, city stability, populations grant gold, and we get more gold per area. She's level 5. She's a defender. This guy's level 8. An industrious governor and an instructor. I don't have enough souls for him, but he does have a lot of very good items. He's a snapshot. I mean, we could make him whatever I wanted, but we could make him a skirmisher, give him a crossbow and a sword, one-handed. These guys are all fighting amongst each other. We lost teacher guard. You say we might not be so different after all. She says she likes me because I have a weak military. That's tough. That doesn't feel good. Just because it's true doesn't mean I wanted to hear it. And I think we were going to equip some of this gear. Yeah, you're going to take that plate for better criticals. And you're going to take that camouflage ring. So we're sort of back to not having enough binding essence to do anything. I still want a mage to put that on. Though I do wonder, briefly, what other variations of this could I make? I could do magic and star blades. Or I could just give them a bit of extra HP and ignore status resistances. That would be a lot better. I can't make it now. And there's no point in really rushing to blow that other piece up, so let's just keep cruising. Special province improvements grant 5 gold. We have 1 of these, I think, and that's it. No, we do have more than 1, but not by much. Let's keep the Imperium in the bank. We're going to need it to take back Peacefold. Which I sincerely hope won't take that long. If I can collect 3 Tranquility, there's a status immunity ring. That one's very good. Right now, we have the Astral Membrane ring. No, actually, that's not a ring. One Tranquility pool. Blight damage. Blight resistance. These guys that we're at war with do blight damage. Blight and spirit. So that's something to consider. I'm really definitely getting some lag on this map today. The hiccuping. I guess they've added in a bunch of new stuff though, so I wouldn't be surprised if they need 1 or 2 little mini optimization patches before they get going. Domination conversion bypasses immunity ring for some reason. Think they fixed it in this patch, but who knows? I have been craving... Yuck. I've been craving playing an Eldritch playthrough where I just mind control everybody and make everybody insane. It's a very straightforward build, but I still kind of want to do it. Whiteborn. This gives the target race immortality beyond life, granting them the undead unit type. So we take extra damage from spirit and fire, but we get resistances to blight and frost. Immune to poison, bleeding, and diseased, which is a real pain. Not immune to decay, though. But minus 50 morale to modifier to morale changes. We also get lifesteal on every attack. Plus, we gonna look real gross. We're gonna look real gross. Look at that face. Those eyeballs aren't even attached to anything anymore. Only a mother could love this face. I feel like there's a lot of strange clipping issues in this, and I sort of love it. He's got the bizarrest look imaginable. But the rest of our gang will also be undead, including things like our shades, our seal bearers. Oh, these guys look pretty good. The vow keepers. This army has 2 seal bearers in it. What am I thinking? That's not a usable army at all. Crush these guys. And be forced to fight it manually because for some reason I lose a warbound. I probably lose a warbound because they have the crazy condemn abilities. You know what? I can't cast a spell on my opening turn, so just shoot. I was going to blind them. Scattershot. Nice. And now we have Infernal Blaze. Base attacks can have fire damage, stacks up to 5 times. Adjacent enemies sustain damage. 2 cooldown. So these Inquisitors can get in pretty close, but everybody else can't really. We can cast Infernal Might and get cooking right away. This Corrupt Soul will probably get one shot by an Archon if I'm not careful. This is pretty good. Look at this. Sprint. And I can charge him directly. I am going to light myself on fire, but it feels like too good of an opportunity not to take. He also gets distracted. We might as well move up as many of our squad over here as we can. Seeing as most are not going to be in range. Caesar, I'm just going to exhume an undead so that we have some bait troops. I will just move the rest of them on over. Okay. My biggest worry is that they all fold over here and attack this guy. But instead, they're all attacking my summoned unit, which is incredible. I couldn't ask for anything better than that. She does so much damage. I was hoping that I could maybe rush some units forward. And maybe if I do that, I could. One, two, three, four. So if I go here and then go here. Frost weakness, critical chance. Who's more my threat? Probably him. You can fly, so why don't we just bring you up this way? This fancy dancy knight can do some fancy dancy charges. Let's get rid of his retaliation attack first. We'll hit that guy, taunt him, and distract him. Dreamboat. I can teleport up here and hit this guy. Oh, the teleporting units are so nasty. Poor Alduk is not getting anywhere remotely close to this fight. I have a sprint on you. If I sprint here... I guess I could command you. And I could just lock that guy up for the meantime. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I go here... The teleport hacks are unreal. %100 chance to hit that guy. Let's go with you. Throw a blind dagger on them. And I don't think actually succeed in blinding them. We'll get rid of that blind. Yeah, let's get rid of that blind. And you can't do anything. You can't do anything. Do I go for Counter-Strike? Or do I just kill that leader? 30 spirit damage on this attack now, Devout Radiance, because we hit Paragon. I could Dust Storm. This would potentially blind all of them. I feel like I'd rather just kill. Kill, because that'll also buff the charge unit. He used Devout Radiance to kill my summon. And then they just got destroyed. Perfect. I'm happy with that. Way less damage. Way less damage. These guys have boosted another something or other. Ritual room, I think. So the School of Mastery provides mana and draft, +1 starting rank. And if I build an armory, we get +1 starting rank for tier 1 and 2. But I'm not going to build a Smith's Guild here. In fact, I can't. I think I would rather just Rockguard remain our primary location for that. So I'll build a monolith here for now. We captured this guy. Hyrcan Ranger. It's all tier 2 gear. We can just keep him in the prison for now. All right, you guys are coming back up here to siege this city. Can I pick up additional siege slot and get this down to a single turn? Not if you don't got the money. All right, well then just let it siege. We'll start charging flame burst weapons. What do we have? More defensive packs. Gross. They're not getting along. This broken alliance. This guy thinks we're a dweeb. Makes sense. Don't give up. This isn't over. You could still rise in the ranks of the world. I thought I was doing okay. He is still willing to go to peace with me. What if I burn down Peaceful instead? Raising cities grants plus population. My cities are 16, 12, and 11. I have some pretty small cities for the most part. That'll grant us 3 population. Well, we got a turn to think about it. A brief moment. A brief moment in time. I'm just in this constant state of ping pong. Yeah, and he looked like he sailed all of his units back. I'm sure he's at war with other people in the north, so he can't really devote coming down here. Except to inconvenience me. We do also have the bounty for this place for burning down Peaceful or absorbing it. I guess it is our monkeys. Yeah. Yeah. I can't fight this twofold war. That I'm still losing so many troops on. Rockguard is ready to annex. I have iron deposits down there. Blossom trees down here. I am meant to build a ritual pyre somewhere in this location. Probably right here. Sundrin has trespassed in your domain. You guys just broke your alliance. That's good. Silver Court declares war on us, and my city is under siege. So the question is do I go for Peaceful? Or do I go for Mentor's Pawn? Even though I added 3 onto this fortification, it still gave me 2 turns. I guess you can never siege in less than 2 turns. What is my favorite ascension trait? Ooh, that's really hard to say. There are so many good options. So many good options for that. I think it depends, because I mostly I pretty much always roleplay whatever faction I'm doing. So even if like I'm not min-maxing my ascension traits so much as I am picking whatever is the appropriate fit for that build. How big is your army? Let me look. 800. My armies are bigger. Question is do I want to break them off? If I went here and built a road down, I'd probably save myself a lot of this detour. This guy also needs someone to replace this seal bearer with, which I keep forgetting to do. Huh. I can still recruit from Teacher Guard, even though I'm at war with them. I wonder if it's because this is the last round of the rally and not this round. Should have accounted for how many times Meander's Pond is sieged. I mean, I keep trying to build walls there. I tried to upgrade the city so that it would have better walls so I could put stone walls on it. Yeah, he upgraded Red Hill. He does have a city down here. What's his face? Virix the Righteous. No peace. Okay, I think I can do this. I think we can take Peacefold, and we can defend Mentor's Pond. And we should be able to keep it long enough that we can absorb them both. Then all we have to do is touch tips here, and all of our territory will be locked in. We'll be nice and safe. I can get out of war with him and start my focus on Sunhold, Lighthaven. All these other outposts I'm not so sure what to do with. But it's baby steps. Because I have to know, we haven't really looked at it for a while. The victory conditions. I'm only at 70 provinces. I'll pick up 10 for expansion if I wanted to go that route. There's 4 gold wonders needed for the magic victory. And I am in dead last for score by an absurd amount. Three rulers really easy to get rid of. All the other ones much more complicated. I'm not sure yet what her path to victory is. We are strife, so military seems like the obvious option. And with armies of shades with universal camouflage, we could just sneak towards capitals and try to quick siege them. Is Age of Wonders 4 easy to get into as a newbie? Been eyeing it for a little while, waiting for a nice sale to pop up. I think it's relatively straightforward. It starts small and it gets more complex over time, but it does teach you up through the steps. If you play on the lower difficulties, it's not overly complicated, overly hard. And if you only start with the base game and not all the DLCs just expand. They just add more stuff. And they all do an equal share of more stuff. So if you start with just the base game, it's fairly straightforward. You know there's 6 affinities, 2 tomes per level. There's only so many different ways you can go. It's still a lot, but there's still only so many different ways. So I would say it's not the most complex to get into. Personally. But before we end this turn, we're on turn 76. I think that's all the time we've got for today. That's all we're gonna get up to today. When we come back next time, we're taking down Peacefold. We're getting back Mentor's Pond. We're stopping the siege at Mentor's Pond. And then we are deciding, do we get out of war with Zorn and start marching west? Or do we just wipe Zorn off the map, fold in on Magira, and then go deal with the west afterwards? I'm tempted. We could make friends with the other big monkey. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how we feel. But that's it. That's all the time we got for today. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back soon.